Guys, welcome to Kenyan Baby Mama. I'm glad that you're watching. So today on Kenyan Baby Mama, we're going to be talking about dating. There come a time when you move on from your ex and you feel that it's time to love again and be loved. So I reached out to friends, family, and other people on social media, and I asked several questions and I asked them to give me answers based on what they believe in, what they've experienced, what they know, or what they've heard of. So we're going to go through those questions right now. And we're going to start with the first one. And the first question I asked is, how soon should you start dating after you break up with your ex? Wow. Now, the answers I got were varying. Like, some people said immediately, some said you need a rebound, others said you have to wait at least a year, others were talking about a month. I'm talking about 3 months, 6 months to a year. So, what I think the correct answer is, it's when you're ready. And you will know when you're ready because when you look at why you're getting into that relationship, it will not be for the wrong reasons. It will not be because you want that physical intimacy. It will not be because you feel what's the word, not because you want to fit in, say, because at a certain age, especially for those of us who are in our mid-30s, there's a certain point where everybody around you is attached. They're either married or dating or engaged. And so sometimes when you're alone, you feel you might end up getting into a relationship with whoever comes your way because you want to fit in. When you go for those parties, when you go for those get-togethers, hata wewe ukuwe na mtu wako, you know that feeling. So I would highly recommend that you take your time, find yourself, internalize what happened in the previous relationship, what you can do to see to it that those things are not repeated, so that the next relationship you get into is going to be a healthy and happy one, and that one that has the potential of going on long term. And the second question is, how soon should you introduce your significant other to your child or children? Well, this was another controversial one. Steve Harvey gives advice that you should introduce the person you're dating to your children as soon as possible. And by soon, I think he was giving a timeline of a month or 3 months. I don't remember exactly. But there are people who also believe that you should not introduce them until you've dated for a very significant period of time and you have discussed about spending life together. You know, like this relationship is heading towards marriage and steps are being taken to lead you there. Now, my personal experience and opinion is different. I think you shouldn't wait too long to introduce the person you're dating to your children. Why? Because if they do not have rapport, if your children are not ready to see you with somebody else in their lives, then chances are it's going to cause a strain in your relationship, because then you cannot move forward to the next step. For instance, if he wants to marry you, he cannot marry you if your child is not comfortable with having them in your life. If they're not ready to seeing somebody else in their life, then it's going to make it difficult for you guys to take those next steps that lead to a permanent situation. But also, if you wait, you can say you're going to wait until things are serious and then things still don't work. But then again, I'm not a relationship expert. Everybody has their own experiences. I know people who they split. Like, I have a really good friend who got divorced and she met somebody. They, things moved really fast. They got serious. She got pregnant. And right now they are happily married with 3 amazing children. And if, say, she had said that she's not going to give this dude a chance for another 2 years, she could have lost an opportunity to be with a really good man. So use your intuition, use your judgment, talk to your friends, talk to your family. Let the people that know you best help you make that decision, because it's a tricky one. Yeah. Okay, number 3. Should you have sleepovers when you're dating as a single mom, and where should they take place and how often? This is a funny one. Sleepovers. Hey, when you're doing sleepovers, if you both have children, then it would mean that your children or some of your children are going to they will know that that is happening. Trust me, kids are so intuitive. So when it comes to sleepovers, if your partner does not have children and you feel that you need your personal time together, maybe being in their house might be a better decision. Or you can decide to just be strong and only have that kind of intimacy when the kids are not around. And I know this is tough for most people. It's usually easier when you both have children, because then when you lay down these rules, you both understand the implication. The last question is, how soon should you move in or get married to the person you're dating? Wow. Okay. Again, I think that is a judgment that you should make on your own when you're ready. I think so. I think it's when you're ready. Some people move really fast and things work out for them. For some, they take a longer time. Some date even for 5 to 10 years, and then when they finally, some move in together and then they get married later, or they don't. You have to be deliberate about when and how you decide to take the next steps. I think that's just it. Like, one of my favorite couples that I follow and totally love is Green Calabash. I love Green Calabash. I mean, Shiko got into the relationship and she already had a kid, and she meets Rama, and now they have 2 other kids together. And they say openly they're not married, and people, they get that pressure from set when they're getting married, but they made a decision to get married, if they will get married, when they are ready. You need to set your own rules and your own standards in your relationships. When you are dating as a single mom or as a single dad, it means consciously, constantly remembering that as much as you're doing this for yourself, that your actions directly impact a small person somewhere whose life could be completely changed because of the decisions that you're making today. So I do wish you all the best in your dating. Happy dating. And just keep those things that we've talked about in mind. And remember, you have a right to be happy, you have a right to be loved, and you have a right to love. I almost said light. Where? The Kikuyu in me. So thank you guys so much for watching. In the next vlog, we will be talking about co-parenting do's and don'ts, so that we can grow and learn and move on together. Thank you for watching. Until we meet next time, have a great week.